and therefore is not truly morality at all. Therefore, he needs and deserves a more basic correction than the honest atheist. And I think you would have to agree. If you still disagree, try another thought experiment. Turn back the clock and remember yourself at the age of 3 on December 24th. You probably believed in Santa Claus, and this belief probably made you significantly more moral, or at least you behaved more morally. You were also happier because of this belief. Now you no longer believe in Santa Claus. Why not? For one reason only, because you are honest, and therefore do not want to believe what is not true, even if that belief gives you other benefits that are very significant, such as moral goodness and happiness, which are certainly two of the greatest of all goods. I appeal, therefore, to your tough-minded honesty, which you have just proved you have by your reaction to my 2 thought experiments. Honesty treats truth as a non-negotiable absolute. If you are not a Catholic, please do not become one unless and until you honestly believe that Catholicism is true. If you are a Catholic for any other reason than Catholicism's truth, if you believe that Catholicism is untrue, or probably untrue, but you are a Catholic anyway, or if you simply did not even care about whether it is true, then please question your motives and your honesty, and then question your religion. And if this honesty causes you to leave the church, please do. Thomas Aquinas says that remaining in the church, even though you believe it is false, is a mortal sin, a sin of hypocrisy, a sin against the absolute of honesty, a sin so serious that it is sufficient matter for eternal damnation if not repented of. On the other hand, if you leave the church, you are making a mistake. But if it is an honest mistake, and if your motive is the search for truth, God will bless you and your quest by rewarding your search and bringing you back to the truth. Seek, and you will find. See Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. As for me, I believe that Catholicism is true, and that's why I am a Catholic. 2. I am a Catholic because it's the best of 5 choices. There are many religions in the world. Why did I choose to be a Catholic? Here are the steps in my reasoning. My first choice was between religion and no religion. Religion means a yoke or a binding back relationship. Religion is a relationship with God. God here is taken in the broadest sense as at least some higher power, something greater than us. So an atheist is one who believes that there is no God at all, and therefore there ought to be no religion at all. The arguments against atheism are well known. The 2 that are mentioned in the Bible are, 1, the evidence in nature. Who made it? Did the Big Bang just happen for no reason or cause? And why is it so intelligently designed? 2, the absoluteness of conscience. Why is it always morally wrong to disobey your conscience deliberately? Where did it get that absolute authority if it didn't come from God, but only from chance, genetics, evolution, society, or your parents, none of which are infallible? The 2 basic reasons I'm not an atheist are not my mother and father, but my conscience and my universe. My next choice was between one God and many gods. Polytheism is not a live option today. It's almost totally dead. I've never met a polytheist. In fact, in one sense, polytheism never existed because behind all the many gods of polytheism, we almost always find one supreme God. Something or somebody must be number one. There can't be 2 absolutely absolute absolutes. My next choice was between the God of the Bible, who personally created the universe, and the God of pantheism, the God of Upanishadic Hinduism, or the cosmic Buddha mind, or the Tao, or the Force of Star Wars, which is not a superhuman person with a moral will, but just a nameless mind or force or ideal. One reason for preferring biblical theism to pantheism is that the pantheist's God is everything, and therefore is evil.